222.
Sure? Okay. Doesn't matter. All right, we are now joined by the pole sitter for tomorrow's Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway and driver of the number 24 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet, William Byron. William, this is your second pole at the track, Too Tough to Tame. You've won at this event before. What did you like out of your car in those laps, and how you feel about your chances for tomorrow?
Yeah, I felt good about it today. I felt like we had a good plan going into practice. I feel like we're always strong here. It's a really good track for our team and myself, and just tried to find a decent balance there to start. We were a little bit tighter than we wanted to be, so we pitted and worked on it and got it a lot better, and finished practice pretty strong, I felt like. So I had some confidence going into qualifying that we'd have a decent lap at least, and just was nervous about going early. Just felt like having a little bit of an earlier draw was not ideal, but it seemed like the track tempo was starting to go up as well, so probably wasn't the worst thing, and just really hit 1 and 2 well. I felt like I got through the entry to 1 and up the hill well, and then entry to 3 was also good. Just felt like I gave up maybe half to 3/4 of a tenth off of 4, so luckily it was enough, and just proud of our team. We had a really good week of prep, and a couple tough result weeks, but still running strong.
All right, well, we'll begin opening up to questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. We'll start all the way in the back with Chris in the Navy.
Hey, William, congratulations on qualifying for the pole. You won this event back in 2023. How comfortable do you feel at this racetrack? And again, sitting on the pole now here, is this a comfortable track for you to race on, and just your confidence going forward?
Yeah, I think this is maybe my best track. I feel like this is just a place I love coming to. I think that ever since I've been here as a driver, I just enjoyed coming down here. It's a tough challenge. I really test you mentally, physically, and off the track, I had a lot of nostalgia coming here. As a kid, it was just the place that I loved seeing on the way, going to Myrtle Beach as a kid, and just dreamed about racing here. So for me, that always, I feel like for every driver, that kind of makes it important to you. Doesn't mean you're always going to be good here, but it's always been an important track, and I think that history, and then parlaying that into having good runs here, it's just kind of had a special place in my heart.
We'll come to Holly up front, and then we'll go to Shane.
Congratulations, William.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you how important getting the pole and starting up front really is here at Darlington. Is this a place where that matters a lot to start?
It probably matters maybe a fraction more than some other places, but still, I mean, it's a long race, but you don't want to you don't want to qualify here in the 20s. Like, it's a tough place to pass. It can be tricky, strategy wise, and you can kind of get stuck back there. So this is a place we always try to qualify in the top 5 or 6, because having that clean air is a big deal. So yeah, maybe a fraction more than other places, but you can still win from anywhere. It's just we've never had the benefit of really having like pit stall 1 here, which is super nice to have. So I'm excited for that, and I feel like that'll help our pit crew, and just it's just a nice advantage.
And just to follow up to that, the rest of your team did not fare quite as well as you today. Are you surprised by that?
I mean, these cars are really finicky, so hitting the balance and just hitting the lap the way you want it to be can just be difficult. So I'm not surprised, because there's a lot of parity, in the next gen era, and especially in qualifying, you can be that little bit off. So I feel like our team, we had good notes from last year here qualifying, and I think that really helped us. Mm-hmm.
We'll go to Shane next in the middle, and then we'll go to Claire.
Shane Connick, Charlotte Observer. William, congratulations winning the pole here at Darlington. Just
Thank you.
How cool is it to, you talked about it a little bit, the connection to it, coming down here, seeing it from the perspective of not being a driver or not having a family in racing. Just what does this place mean to you?
Yeah, this place is just very special. I feel like it's always had a lot of meaning. I think my first I guess my first race here, I ran Ricky Hendrick's throwback scheme in Xfinity, and that was just really special. We had a good day, and then I think it's just kind of continued. I've had a lot of great throwback schemes, honestly. So that's always made it fun here in the spring or the fall. And then, I think it's just that kind of nostalgia that I enjoy.
Go to Claire next.
Claire Belang, when and where is the most difficult part of this racetrack, where we've spent years talking about how easy it is to get caught up in it? You like this track. What moment, where, what part of the track, and what kind of movements make it scattered for you here?
It's just a tricky place. Like everything, it's changing every year. Just that little bit, and I feel like when they put the patch down in turn 2, that was a big difference maker. Definitely had something new to adjust for, and then every time, like, this is one of those places where when they roll out for practice in Xfinity, and I turn on the TV or I look at the racetrack when I come in the tunnel, I'm always looking for like little things that are different because it seems to just age like that. So yeah, it's a unique place, and it seems like there's some differences this year. So I'm intrigued to watch Xfinity and kind of, figure out what those differences are.
Tell the fans what it's like to lead the field to green here at this particular racetrack, and you certainly know you may get a stripe, but you don't want to get the first one.
Yeah, it's clean air is nice here for sure. It doesn't usually last very long because you catch the back of the field, and somebody's always in traffic here. So, but getting that clean air is huge here, and hopefully we can just keep that control of the race.
We're going to go to Scott here in the middle, and then we're going to come up to the front with Reed.
Scotty Sprinkle, Race Face Digital. Congratulations on the pole, William. And we saw a few weeks ago at Homestead, Larson, of course, on the fence, sheared the right side of his car off pretty bad. Now we're at another track where you're on the wall. Do you see that trend kind of continuing where we're getting more and more kind of bouncing off the wall and really tearing the right sides off? And was that kind of by play from Larson and something that maybe you and him or Hendrick has discussed, getting on the wall even more?
No, I mean, definitely not discussed it. I feel like this place is way different running the wall than Homestead, although it looks the same, from visually, like you're touching it sometimes here. It's very different, like the way the wall is shaped here and just the effect or lack of here. So it's a different technique. I mean, Kyle's been able to run it well both places, but I don't think they're anything alike, really. Mm-hmm.
Come to Reed up here in front.
Reed Spencer with the NASCAR Wire. It's been 3.5 years since they repaved the exit of Turn 2. Is there still a grip strip there, or has it lost its usefulness at this point?
Oh, yeah, it's still more grip, but, yeah, it's not like you can just run wide open through there anymore, and there's some bump content on the exit, which for these cars is pretty bad, the way the stops hit in the back. So it just there's still more grip there than the rest of the track, but it's not as much, and I think you'll just see it. It's always going to have an advantage, though, because it's the age of it's going to just be offset to the rest of the track. So it's interesting, but I think it's continuing to get some character. Hopefully those bumps don't get any worse.
And then we'll close out with Bob here up front.
Bob Pockers, Fox Sports. Were you happy that it's unusually hot here for April? Because it seems like it's just like it is in May and September, Labor Day. I
wouldn't say happy, but I'm okay with it. It's definitely going to be warm. I think tomorrow is going to be a test mentally, physically. It's just it's a tough place, and I feel like this weather here really just exaggerates the track grip, and I think that we've been fortunate a couple times here to run in the spring when it's like cloudy out, and that really adds a lot of grip to the racetrack. So I think it's just going to be good notes for the fall because it's going to be a lot more similar weather to what the fall will be like.
And so on that, do you view this, how much do you view wanting to win, or do you try anything to learn for the fall?
Yeah, I don't think, like right now, there's nothing set in stone to try, but I think if you have a good notebook from this race, it'll carry over really well for the Southern 500. So that's what I've seen with Darlington. It doesn't change that much from spring to fall in terms of setup stuff. So it's a really important race tomorrow just to get a good notebook for the fall.
All right, William. Well, congratulations on the pole and good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.